Chelsea Rex champions, final clash vs PSG ends in historic 3-0. The world of football witnessed history as Chelsea Football Club dismantled Paris Saint-Germain PSG in the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup final, held at the Grand MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Under the lights of one of football's biggest stages, Chelsea proved doubters wrong and stunned the world with a dominant 3-0 victory that left PSG's dreams of a quadruple shattered. Let's dive into this historic encounter: the goals, the tactics, the players, the heartbreak, and the glory that will forever be etched in Club World Cup history. First half dominance, the Palmer Show. Right from kickoff, it was clear Chelsea were not just there to compete, they were there to conquer. The match, anticipated to be a tactical showdown between Enzo Maresca and Luis Enrique, turned into a Chelsea masterclass within the first 45 minutes. 22nd minute, Cole Palmer opens the floodgates. Palmer, Chelsea's breakout star, didn't he waste time. A well-placed through ball saw him glide past PSG's high line, slotting home a composed finish. 1-0 Chelsea, and MetLife erupted. 30th minute, Palmer's double shock. Only 8 minutes later, Palmer doubled the score. This time, a sweeping move down the right led to a deflected pass falling perfectly into his stride. He calmly slotted the ball into the far corner. Chelsea 2-0 PSG, and Paris was in disbelief. 43rd minute, João Pedro's hammer blow. Just before the halftime whistle, João Pedro struck the final blow of the first half with a thunderous shot from the edge of the box. With Chelsea now 3-0 up, PSG's stars Mbappé, Asensio, and Hakimi looked shell-shocked. It wasn't just the goals, it was the control. Chelsea dominated possession, completed more passes, and pressed PSG relentlessly. Enzo Maresca's master plan. Often described as Pep's student, Enzo Maresca had earlier described the final as a game of chess. And indeed, the way he orchestrated his team proved that he brought a whole new strategy to the board. Midfield engine, Gallagher and Caicedo dominated the midfield battle. Flank neutralization, Chelsea closed down PSG's wide threats with Reece James and Cucurella playing disciplined roles. Counter control, PSG had pace, but Chelsea had anticipation. Every break was met with instant recovery and support. It wasn't just defense, Chelsea transitioned with elegance, slicing through PSG like butter. They weren't parking the bus, they were driving it straight through PSG's defense. PSG's nightmare quadruple dream shattered. Let's not forget, PSG entered this match as favourites. Having already lifted the Ligue 1, Coupe de France, and UEFA Champions League titles this season, the Club World Cup was supposed to be the final jewel in their crown. Instead, it became a nightmare. Mbappé was neutralized and often isolated. Dembele and Hakimi looked uninspired. Luis Enrique's substitutions came too late to make an impact. For a team that had outscored opponents 17-0 in the lead-up to the final, this collapse was staggering. It was more than just a tactical defeat, it was a mental disintegration. Chelsea's glory, the beginning of a new era. This win isn't just a trophy, it's a statement. Chelsea's young squad, under new leadership, showed they could match and surpass Europe's best. Cole Palmer, man of the match, a star in the making. Maresca now respected as a tactician who can take Chelsea forward. Squad depth with contributions from João Pedro, Gallagher, and more, Chelsea are no longer dependent on just one or two stars. This is the Blues' second Club World Cup, but the first in the new 32-team format, meaning this victory carries far more weight. PSG's aftermath. What now? Luis Enrique has a lot to answer for. The tactical decisions, late substitutions, and failure to adapt were all criticized. Reports suggest tension behind the scenes. Will Mbappé stay? Will this final tarnish their legendary season from being on the brink of football immortality to suffering the most one-sided final loss in CWC history? PSG's wound will take time to heal. Final stats snapshot. Stat Chelsea. PSG. Possession 52%.